We're rolling.
YouTube, it's a thing.
Is it?
So it's funny, we were just looking earlier, and that channel, Let's Play All.
Let's play.
He was doing a video on just been caught stealing by Jane's addiction. And Dave Navarro popped on there and actually started talking about it with him and said, hey, great job, pretty much. But
however,
you're making it too complicated. It's like you can make it easier. It's not even a bad like, oh no, gotcha. It was a neat dialogue. And it just goes to show you never really know who's watching your YouTube videos you make out there. So if you got like a channel that's like decent, moderate size, huge, small, you just don't know what's going to happen. Because like
you never know.
Well, like we've had folks like watch ours that are like way more impressive and important than I ever.
Oh God,
think.
yeah.
It's way
seriously.
It disturbs me sometimes.
Yes.
Because we're not smart.
No.
And so like if you are putting out something, like be thoughtful of it.
Right.
And be excited about it, and the possibilities are endless.
Well, I mean, so let's a mini backstep. I think that's pretty cool of Dave Navarro to watch that and give some, not a screw you, you're wrong, you loser, I hate you, you're beneath me. Not that, but to say, hey, really cool. You're actually doing it harder than I did. Here you go.
I was busy trying to like hit on chicks and stuff and have a good time. And you see my muscles.
Yeah. Yes.
Carmen Electra, right?
Yes.
She was with him. Dennis Rodman was after her, I think.
Yes. Somewhere in there.
God bless her. She's a goddess among gods.
Yeah. So anyways, that's just really cool of Dave Navarro. And it's cool that that's sort of, and I think this is probably where you were going, it's breaking down the barrier a little bit between these, because when I was a kid, there was no bridge to Dave Navarro.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I was like, oh God.
There's a bridge to Terabithia.
Right, yes.
That's it, which has not a happy ending. That's a spoiler alert. But no, it is weird. Like, you can't, like, COVID sort of changed everything even more so. It forced these celebrities to, like, interact with their fans in different ways. And I think it's a win for all of us.
I would agree. And I mean, that was probably coming anyways, but that definitely expedited the process. Right?
Yeah.
Kind of thrown into it.
I mean, I hope it was coming, but you never know.
You never know.
I mean, you still get the crazy ones that are just aloof and no pictures, please.
Like Derek. That's why Derek won't come on here.
I mean, yeah.
I'll
do the podcast, but I won't be seen. Not unless I sign a waiver.
Can't be on the common YouTube channel with only 30-some thousand subscribers. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, that's beneath me. No, he doesn't say that. No, it's just awesome. I mean, because I remember like a long time ago, God, so like I just didn't get on YouTube much at all. I never commented, and I just saw this one kid was doing like a cover of Television's like See No Evil, and I remember playing it with Richard on tour some, and I was like, hey man, that's a really good job. I was nobody, I still am a nobody, but that's a really good job. But he actually does it this way. You're making it harder than it needs to be too. It's a similar thing, because oftentimes people would try to like think about how it is, and then he was like, oh man, that's so nice, thank you. And it was just a nice little rapport. This is in the earlier days of YouTube.
Yeah.
How long's YouTube been around?
I don't know.
I have no idea. I feel like it's always been
like, it does seem like it's infinite, but I mean, early like, I don't know, 2000.
This is just, we could have looked this up, but this wasn't thought about.
We have to know what we were going to say.
See, that's this. Didn't know we're getting into YouTube history here.
So, someone thought the other day that we had a secret code. That like you and I. That like they said in some video. Well, one of our good friends from the Hawaiian Islands.
If I pull my jacket, that means to look. Yeah, and if you cough, I change something.
Yeah, no. You can't cough now. It's a coughless society. Did you not know that?
Well, I mean,
come on.
It should be. The reality is behind the camera we're reading cue cards. There's
teleprompters in the floor. It's very fancy.
No, we don't have that. We have cue cards that are. And coming
up
next.
But they're note cards. That's why we squint so much.
And like I yelled at Derek the first time we were using cue cards. Like, listen, don't use the scented Sharpies. No. I'm getting high back here. It's terrible. Weird. That actually happened to my sister working on the Zoolander set when she was a production assistant for Ben Stiller. She did the scene where they're like interviewing people at the like MTV Awards or something, and Ben Stiller's like interviewing people in his face. Like my sister was off camera, like holding what the celebrities were supposed to say on the cue card, and Ben at the end was like, "Hey, next time get scentless markers." Ouch. But you're doing a great job, kid. Ouch. She's really nice, apparently.
There you go.
But I thought that was funny. Anyway, Zoolander, the gasoline scene, one of the best in movies. Still holds up.
It's timeless. Classic.
The movie's
Instant.
The movie's
Instant
terrible
classic.
in so many ways. My sister worked on some
How
bad
dare
movies.
you say that?
She worked on Jay and
How
Silent
dare
Bob,
you.
Strike Back. I mean, it's like, what are you doing? Serious TV production to that. I love it. What are you gonna do? No, so it's a fascinating little web out there on YouTube. We're getting ready to jump on someone else's podcast after we finish shooting this in like 30 minutes from now. And it's fun how we've developed friends out there across the universe, well, the world. We haven't gone interstellar yet. No. But from the YouTube world and with people that are, I guess, celebrities.
Sure.
You know, in certain ways. And you realize that we're all just the same nerds. We play our guitars with strings facing forward usually.
Most of the time.
Put our shoes on one foot at a time.
Just like Dave Navarro out there scrolling through the internet.
Well, Dave Navarro is different.
No, he's way cooler than we could ever hope to be.
I mean, he is like, he's like what? He's like the type of guy, like if you're a dad of a daughter, you don't want your daughter dating.
No.
But what everybody secretly wants to be.
Right.
He's like the cool guitar player.
I mean, he was the host of Ink Master.
Which was also an amazing show.
Which I would binge watch to this day.
Have you seen that show where people put tattoos on like their friends? Like
No.
And you don't get to see it until it's done. It's just,
No, that's a horrible idea. I would never let you put a tattoo on me.
I don't do it. Like you have an artist do it, but it's like they pick it and it's messed up.
No, I would never let you have any say in that because Baxter's personality, his sense of humor, would only find, like, there would never be a good positive tattoo. It would only be fun to him if it was some humiliating tattoo.
I have to lock this monster climbing out of your bottom.
Oh my God. Oh,
That's
where are you going? Where are you getting a tattoo at?
Like on his back, like the water horse, written like in script.
That's a horrible idea.
Well, Nessie lives in a wet hole.
I mean, see? There you go. There you go. Now you know. Now you know. Never let Baxter
Turn the
choose
cue
your
card
tattoo.
now. Turn the cue card so I can get to the next joke.
Next one.
Oh God, that'd be awesome if we actually scripted this out. But
It wouldn't be
that would
nearly as
just
fun.
It would take
way less fun.
It would take work. I'm not gonna do that, man. And I just saw off camera. There's a picture of there's a guy like with cat eyes and an owl on his shoulder. He was in one of our videos at some point, and I just love that stuff.
Back there, or it might be. Who knows? Who knows what order these come out in? But we'll see.
I don't know a thing. Derek's gonna hate this video.
He's gonna hate it much.
What are we talking about here? Still?
We're talking about the. You never know who's watching on YouTube.
Well, take it further, Jonathan. Your turn.
I will say, so like, you know, I always thought it was really cool. Like, so a handful of times when I was playing on Broadway in Nashville, I'd have somebody sort of famous that I looked up to would be there because they're like playing the Ryman and they walk over to Legends or whatever. Like I had Michael McDonald one time, you know, like tip us $200 to play a Doobie Brothers song. And then he was like, good job, kid. You know, and like that was very cool. And then, you know, we had like Big Head Tide and the Monsters one night.
I mean, that's amazing too.
That's cool, man. Or like David Crowder, who's like a contemporary Christian guy. He came in one night and like fist bumped me, and I was like,
funny
that's
you just
awesome.
said that because I was watching a TikTok last night where the people are playing on Broadway. They're playing the main floor, you know, the windows are open, and these two famous guys, I forgot which song and band it was, they snuck up behind. The audience could see them doing it. The guy singing, it was just solo acoustic during the day. They did not see him coming, and they just came in and started, it was that, I think it was that, bam, bam, bam. Was it Lit?
Oh, yeah.
It might have been Lit.
So there you go.
And I don't know if it was Lit, but I feel like that's just what's in my head right now for some reason because they're my own worst enemy. God, such a good song.
Every now and then I kick the living. That's the best line of that song.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah.
And you make me feel completely miserable. I love that song too.
Oh yeah.
That, I think just because you make me come is what they say at one point. You make me complete.
There you go.
It's
Very
funny.
clever turn of phrase there.
I think it's a great song.
But anyways, like those were really fun moments, and now I think that is more accessible, even though it's digital, right? It's not necessarily there in person, which is fun.
We had it happen when we did. We were talking about Brian May, and then like Brian, like this troll got on there. It's like I'm Brian May. Like then our fans, some of them sounds like, oh my God, Brian May's like comment. We were all excited.
And for just a moment,
I know, dude,
we felt important.
I remember like Facebook and all you guys like Saturday
oh my
morning,
God,
Brian Mays said something. I love Brian. He didn't. It was just some jerk that made us feel good for a minute. But maybe that's the same feeling though.
I'm sure it is.
I mean, maybe it's good though.
So maybe what Baxter's saying is we should all be plugged into the Matrix with just dopamine hits. Doesn't matter.
I feel like life is so good sometimes I am plugged into a matrix.
Maybe we are.
You ever feel that way? Like when things are just kind of like, every once in a while you're like, man, like my kids are cool for the most part. They're asleep.
Yeah. No, that's
My
true.
wife's pretty.
Yeah.
I don't get to touch her.
No.
That's hands off. It's okay. I
That's
accept
how
that.
the kids happened. So we've learned. Everyone's learned.
Well, she just won't let me touch her either. I understand. I'm kind of gross. And I
Christmas and birthdays,
I get to
that's
hang out with
it.
all my best friends in a guitar shop all day.
Yeah, it's true.
I got it's just good. Then you realize bills are due and like then you watch the news. But the bills are just bills sometimes.
Bills are just bills.
It's not like
Just gotta do them.
I feel like bills are better than homework.
You
You remember like being in school? I hated that. So anyway, we're not talking about anything anymore.
I can still remember dropping out of college and being like, yeah, no more of this.
Take this
Done
future
forever.
and shove it. That should be on like the shirt of everybody from your town. Take this future and shove it. Bam. And I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
College is
It's
a funny
fine.
thing too.
It's fine.
But
No big deal.
that's it. So if you're making YouTube out there, make good stuff, make positive stuff. And like it's fun. Like we met so many cool people through it ourselves. Some of my newer and best friends have come from YouTube in a weird way.
Yeah.
And I think we're gonna crack open Natasha's bourbon pretty soon. We want to do that during a podcast.
Ooh.
But we shoot the podcast in the morning, so we gotta do a nighttime podcast.
There you go.
I don't know if I want to drink bourbon at 9 in the morning.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
I would do it.
We'll do it.
Would you do it?
In fact, we might do it tomorrow morning.
That's what I mean. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You meet like these cool people. Like, I can't wait to meet her in person too, and some really good friends. Got one moving from California. Got another. I'm going to see the dolphin trainer at Disneyland, maybe.
That's right.
World, whatever you call it.
Our good buddy Holm we just mentioned with his cracking our code. Not really. It wasn't really a code, but could have been.
Bastard.
Good eye.
And that's all I got.
There you go.
Make good videos, be happy, and meet your new friends and have fun with it.
You never know. You never know who's watching / listening out there. There you go. Anyways, hit like and subscribe if you have not already. Click that bell so you don't miss videos in the future. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you guys next time.